Hello everyone, welcome to the Ozark Outpost. This is Operation Hercules, the Commonwealth in July 1940. Okay, the map has become a bit too crowded to have the dice tray over here, so we're going to do our rolling over here. Tech rolls, going to try to move radar and improved factories along. Both missed. Okay. Now, purchase. All right. I honestly don't remember how much money the British started with, or FEC, but they all spent all their money. So, the British are buying a fighter for 10. 2 militia upgrades for 4, and infantry for 3, 2 militia for 4, and they're going to lend lease an artillery to the Soviets for 4. FEC is buying an AA gun for 4, a colonial infantry for 4, a Gurkha for 4, a militia for 2, and a militia upgrade for 2. Anzac is buying a submarine for 6 and 2 militia upgrades for 4. Okay, there's going to be a bit of combat. I guess we will start here. Okay, I think that lets us see everything that's going to be involved. Yeah, I think it does. Okay, this is what's going to happen. The Royal Navy is going to force the Strait of Gibraltar to get in here to attack the Italian battleship, heavy cruiser, transport, and the major said he wants the sub to get in there in defense, so it's also going to have to take 1 round of attack. Coming along to do this, we're going to have the battle cruiser in A27, 1, 2, 3 spaces. The heavy cruiser in A35, 2 spaces. The light carrier in A28, and his destroyer, 1, 2, 3 spaces. I'm going to do this in 2 pieces. You'll see why in a minute. The light cruiser in A46, 1, 2 spaces. The light cruiser in A48, 1, 2, 3 spaces. And that's all the ships that are going in. So we've got die rolls to make now for the ships forcing the strait. So this is how we'll do it. They're looking for 3s on all these, so it doesn't matter. I just got to find the ships to mark them. There's a destroyer. Will be a green die. All carriers. So the light carrier will be blue. I've got 2 light cruisers. Those will be white die. I've got a heavy cruiser, black, and a battle cruiser will be red. Battle cruiser, heavy cruiser, 2 light cruisers, destroyer, and light carrier. Yes, that's 6 die. Okay. Here we go. The Italians are looking for 3s. I see 1. hit the battle cruiser. Boy, doesn't that just blow. Okay, battle cruiser's dead. Can everybody see all the dice? Not quite. Pull them out here so that you can see them. We got 3 9s, a 4, an 11, and a 2. Okay, so the battle cruiser's out. Now, I told you there was something else I had to show you. I looked in the rules. It says in the rules that a nation can make a combat move through a strait against the alliance that controls it. As far as forcing a strait, that just deals strictly with Navy ships. So, if you think I'm wrong, say so. But I'm flying a fighter 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces into the fight from a light carrier in A50, and then tactical bomber from A28. Its light carrier already forced the strait, so he's going to 1, 2, fly 3 spaces into the battle zone as well. So that's where we're at. And let me set this up on the battle board and I'll be right back. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Major said he wants his 2 fighters from Sardinia to scramble into the battle zone to defend as well. Okay, have a look at the battle boards here. You can see what I've got set up. All right, so let's roll it. The attackers come in. There's no first strikes. The attackers come in. Okay, there's a hit. There's a hit. 2 hits, no target selects. So, well, cheapest items first. I'm going to assume the Major will take a hit on his submarine and his heavy cruiser. Okay. Now the defenders come in. Okay, I see that was a miss. I see, Jesus, I see 4 hits. All right, the 2 hits from the fighters have to be taken by aircraft. So that kills my fighter and tactical bomber. The other 2 hits we will take on destroyer and the light cruiser. No, take that back. Destroyer and, I forgot to bring it over here. And the light carrier, since it lost its plane. Okay, so he loses that and that. He's got those 3 still defending. And I lose destroyer, that one, and that one. Okay, so I have 2 light cruisers and a heavy cruiser, and he has a damaged battleship and 2 fighters. Okay, I see 2 hits, 1 from the heavy cruiser and 1 from a destroyer. So, let's say you probably take a fighter and the second hit on his damaged battleship. That's how I would do it. Okay, his defense. Wow, 3 hits. All of his dice hit. So that kills the 3 ships I had remaining. His damaged battleship is out, and one of his fighters. He has 1 fighter. Let's see, his transport's going to survive as well, because the fighter can still cover it. So we'll put his transport back in M2, and his fighter non-combat moves back to Sardinia. Well, I tried. I mean, at this point in the game, it's pretty much do or die. I've got to try something. So, there's how things now sit in M2, a lone Italian transport. Okay, next we are going over here to Africa. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to tell all the combats ahead of time, but I forgot about that. But you can see I got the arrows and the markers laid out. I'm not lying about it or changing anything. The air transport in Lower Egypt is flying 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces to Italian Somaliland. It has 3 left because of the airfield. And it drops British 1st Airborne in here to capture Italian Somaliland, unopposed. So that's Great Britain up 1, Italy down 1. All right, next, these 2 infantries, this motorized artillery and infantry from British Somaliland, and the fighter coming down from Lower Egypt, 1, 2, 3 spaces. He'll have 2 left, are attacking Abyssinia, where there are 1 infantry, 2 colonial infantry, and 1 cavalry defending. Of course, it is a mountain zone. And there's 1 other combat, since I forgot to mention him. This submarine in A-17 goes 1, 2 spaces up here to convoy raid the North Sea line. And that's all the combat. So, let me get the fight in Abyssinia ready. Okay, check out the battle boards. See how everybody stands there. And we'll come over here. Now make sure I get the right dice. Yeah. The artillery gets first strike. He missed. Okay, everybody else, we've got 3 infantry at 1s, 1 artillery supported infantry at a 2, and a fighter at 6. There's one hit. So he'll take his hit on the cavalry. That's the worst defender. Now he's got a cavalry and 3 infantry. I see 2 hits. All right, colonial infantry is out and infantry is out. He lost cavalry. So, all right, we'll press the attack. I now have a motorized at 1, an artillery supported infantry at 2, an artillery at 2, and a fighter at 6. jumped out of the box. Okay, there is 2 hits. The other one's 11. Okay. 2 hits on 2 colonial infantry. Okay, he's got 3 infantry defending for 1 hit. Yeah, you can see all the dice. Kill the motorized infantry. Now it's an artillery, an infantry, and a fighter against an infantry. So, everybody missed. Very, very poor shooting. Infantry defends. He misses. We're just going to roll everybody together this time. That green is cocked. It missed. The defending artillery hit. Kill the artillery, save the infantry, and retreat. So, let's take everybody back over here. There are the survivors. Okay, next we've got the convoy raid up there in the Norwegian Sea. Red is the raider, black is the defender. Okay, we got 4 against 2, so that's 2 damage on the North Sea line and 2 marks out of the German treasury. That's all the damage that line can take this turn, so. Knights Templar, -2. Okay, that's it for combat. Now, non-combat. Oh, wait, nope, sorry. There was another one. Over here in the Indian Ocean, this submarine from I-7 is attacking the Japanese torpedo boat destroyer in I-10. So we got, let's see. Submarine is 3, torpedo boat destroyer is 2. Both missed. Both missed. Both missed. Both missed. These guys need to go back to gunnery school. They seriously need to go back to gunnery school. Still missing. Still missing. They both scored hits and killed each other. Okay, so those 2 come off. Now that's the end of combat. Okay, nope, it's, well, I've got it sitting over here. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Coastal sub in P50 is raiding the Tokyo line. And if I read his map correctly, Fighting Irish took his carriers all over to I-12, I believe. I think I just saw 1 heavy cruiser left in P50 with the transport and the coastal subs. So this will just be a straight up roll again. Red is the raider, black is the defender. So there's 7 to 1. It can only take 5 damage. So max that line out and -5 yen from the Japanese treasury. Okay, now I swear I'm done with combat. All right, non-combat. Well, this light carrier and destroyer from A50 go 1, 2, 3 spaces up here to A44. Over here, this destroyer in A6 is going to go 1 space to A23. The 2 battleships in A21 are going 2 spaces also to A23. Over just a little bit there. Okay, destroyer from A18 is going 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces to A6. And it looks like that's that. These ships here that were on escort duty remaining on escort duty. Okay. One other non-combat. I'm moving 1 fighter from London to southern England. Okay, there's that. All right, now we will deliver Lend-Lease and place units. So we've got a fighter going into London. That'll just be a chip. There's also an infantry going into London. That's also a chip. There is okay, there's a militia going into northern England. Two militia upgrades. One goes to southern England. So we move that guy over there. And then the infantry or the militia that had been in northern England to start with gets an upgrade. Okay, let's do the Lend-Lease delivery. I didn't lay my arrows out, I forgot. Do the Lend-Lease delivery to the Soviets while we're up here. We're going to start at the major factory in London, come up through the North Sea here. We will have an interdiction roll from the U-boat, and then over here to the port at Kolya. So let's go roll the interdiction. Red would be the attacker, which in this case is the German, since it's interdicting. Black is the British. Okay, so that's 5-1, so the Lend-Lease makes it through. So let's go deliver that to Kolya. And then that's it up there. Down here, we have one militia for Southwest Africa. All right, then get everything picked up. We go over here to India. Okay, Colonial Infantry goes into Calcutta. AA gun goes into Calcutta. Now that will have to endure 2 interdiction rolls, one from a German submarine and one from a Japanese submarine down there off the Cape. Then we're doing another Gurkha to Burma, a militia to Calcutta, and a militia upgrade to southern India, which will also have to survive interdiction. So, come over here. German interdiction roll against the militia upgrade. Okay, the red die's lower, that's a miss. Japanese for the militia upgrade. Again, that's lower, so the militia upgrade survives. German against the AA gun. German misses. Japanese against the AA gun. The Japanese got an interdiction hit, so the AA gun is lost at sea. It was worth a try. India doesn't have home country, so the minor factory there, to produce anything, has to have a supply path back to the major factory in either London or Ottawa, either one. Well, actually, no, I think it has to be back to the major factory in London. Okay, so that's those. Now we're coming over here. Australia is home country for Anzac, so there's no interdiction comes into play here. So the submarine goes into P-72. We're going to put a militia upgrade into Western Australia and one into Northern Territory. Okay, that's all units placed, Lend-Lease delivered. Oh, non-combat, we've got a couple more non-combats. I've got these planes to land. Choices are pretty sparse at this point. He had to retreat back to Tanganyika. So guess we're going to have to send them both down here to Rhodesia. Okay, there we go. Now, that's it. We don't have anybody to roll for. No, so collect money. Get this off here. All right, the British, since they took Italian Somaliland away, are at 25. They're collecting +2 for neutral Iran and +3 for Suez. So that's 30 for them. FEC is at 9 after losing Malay. They get +2 for Aden and Suez, so they collect 11. Anzac is at 7, but there is there's Japanese warships within 2 spaces, so they don't get their bonus. So that's $7 in their bank. And I believe that's it. I guess let me just give you a look here at places where things happen so you can see for yourself what changed. Up there, the sea battle. There was that sea battle. There's the way India looks right now with its reinforcements. The way Australia and New Zealand look with theirs. And we'll come up here. There's the Mid-Atlantic. There's Great Britain and the sea zones around it. Okay, that'll do it. Ozark Outpost, over and out.